Hello friends. An insane teenager can destroy much human lives. This proved when a psychotic teen ablaze an elderly veteran. Share the grief and sorrow of the family. Watch the video.
Tragedy. A 91 years old World War II veteran dies after a teenager sets him on fire. A 17 years old turned youngster has murdered a 91 years old World War veteran by beating, drenching him with gas and setting him ablaze. The 91 years old Paul Monkning had been living in Detroit and was a well-disposed and dynamic individual from the Detroit people group. Paul Monkning turned into a USA outsider at 8 years old. He went to class. At his high school years, he joined World War II and endured the war. In any case, Paul didn't endure when a 17 years old youngster, George Stewart, assaulted him. Paul Monkning kicked the bucket, a terrible passing in his home. His body was found by police together with flame detachment when they reacted to a flame alert. Paul's body was secured with petroleum and set ablaze. He was found close to the front entryway of his home. The homicide suspect, George Stewart, was a nearby neighbor of Paul. As indicated by the police report, the young person is asserted to enter Paul's home, beat him, and set him into blazes. Paul's body was practically singed totally, and a 1/5 cup of oil was found in his stomach. He likewise endured skull breaks, 2 broken ribs in his left side, and 3 cutting wounds on the left hand. The child of the previous fighter, Scott Monkning, 56, touched base at the scene and couldn't accept what was left of his youth home, which had been devoured by flame. He asked the general population to help the police in catching the suspect. The floor of the destroyed home was absorbed with blood. The territories where his dad was beaten, and Scott depicted it as a scene from hellfire. He said, "His life was fiercely taken from us by a beast. The horrendous, sickening inclination I get feeling that my father's last hour on earth was loaded up with ghastliness and agony, more awful than anything he experienced in the war. This man, Stewart, has made a gap in very last one of us that is loaded up with resentment and disdain, dread and misfortune. You have taken something that was not yours to take." Scott Monkning portrayed his dad as a persevering man even in his 90s and stayed refreshed with recent developments by pursuing papers. Scott stated, "He was benevolent and liberal. He had no partiality. He had no nociousness, and he was a sort-hearted man. He worked incredibly, difficult to help his better half and his family, and he needed to live to be 100, and this child stopped that." Half a month later, after killing, George Stewart was caught by the police. He utilized gas to cover his tracks as indicated by the police. Stewart has been condemned to between 30 to 60 years detainment in the wake of conceding. Stewart was contrite in the court as he was sorry to Monkning family, saying, "Every single day I wish I could take it back. Nobody ought to have the option to leave this world like that. I'm upset for the misfortune I caused for the family, for the despair I put in their souls. Ideally, one day they can discover it in their souls to pardon me." Paul Monkning had been fixing TVs for more than 50 years, and his significant other kicked the bucket 7 years back. He has made do with 3 kids, 4 grandkids, and 2 extraordinary grandkids.
We hope that old Paul receives justice. Share this to let more and more people know about this. And also subscribe to my channel and click the bell icon so you get the notification every time I upload a new video for you. Thank you.